Welcome to episode 1 of Quick Takes. Here we give quick takes, also known as opinions, on vast thoughts that go through my brain. For some reason, I pick up spam calls. I do not understand why. I have never had a spam call be like, "Hey, Drew, we're going to give you $70. You don't have to do anything." I've never had a spam call me and sell me some great product that I use the rest of my life. I've never gotten value from a spam call, but for some reason they show up, and once a week I go, "Let's do it." Hello? No, I'm sorry. And I hang up. I always hang up if it's a person. Half the time, if it's a person, I'm surprised it's a person. And then I even feel worse. Like I know I wasn't going to do anything, but I still picked up that call. And I think I should really adjust that I should stop picking these up because nothing good comes from them. Maybe I think it's someone I know, but it's never is, because if it's someone you know, like you don't have their contact, the name will show up. So that's been a weird thing with me, as I weirdly pick up spam calls, though I've never had a good experience picking one up. Recently in my fantasy football career, my year this year, I have told my QBs in each of my leagues, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. I've sat them down. I told them, "Boys, listen up. We're going to need to put you on the bench." I took them and I put them on the bench. I had a conversation. They weren't happy about it, but I had to do what I had to do as a coach of 2, 3-4, and 4-3 fantasy teams. And they did not understand. They were not happy about it, especially Aaron. Aaron screamed at me for about 3 minutes. And then I said, "Aaron, are you done?" And then I took the edit button and put him on the bench. And then he didn't say much after that. But yeah, we got some new gunners in my teams. Traded for Jalen Hurts and then just traded for Tua Tagovailoa. Don't think I pronounced that correctly in my other league. 2 young stunners from Bama holding down the fort while we got the old guns, Mr. 8-1 rings, on the bench. Couldn't be happier about it. Those projected points, just having a good fantasy QB, it makes NFL so fun. Because if the QB's good, the team's automatically good. And if the team's automatically good, you're more likely to watch them because it's a good team. So here you are watching your fantasy QB and you're watching a good football team. It's electric. I am the least festive guy in the United States of America. Halloween is coming up, which is then preceded by Thanksgiving and Christmas. Guess how much effort I'm going to put into those for decorations, costumes? 0. I'm going to put in 0 effort for the 15th year in a row. Do I feel bad about that? Not necessarily. Do I wish I just had like a small Christmas tree in my living room? Of course I do. But I will not be partaking in that. If someone would like to send me a small Christmas tree, I honestly would be a little annoyed because I wouldn't know where to put it. So after Christmas, that is. So I am the least festive guy. And the worst one's Halloween coming up. Oh, everyone's talking about their costume. They're ordering stuff on Amazon. Guess what your boy's doing? 30 year in a row as a baseball player. Oh, got the jersey in the closet ready for me. Put on the baseball cap, little belt, baseball pants. I wear just normal tennis shoes. Off we go. It plays like nothing. It plays like a Halloween costume has never played. Can't wait. I should get a new phone, but I don't want to put in the effort to do so. Recently, last Friday to be exact, it was my birthday, and my parents said, or I asked them, I was like, "Can I get a new phone?" And they said, "Yes, son, you can go upgrade your phone." I have yet to do so, and I probably won't do so for a long time. Because 1, I don't want to go put in the effort. I don't want to have to pick out how many gigabytes I want, because no matter how many gigabytes you choose, it's never enough. I don't want to have to re-download all the apps. probably going to be missing half the contacts and photos I had before. So I'm scared to go do so because I'll tell you what, I'm real comfortable with this guy here, the old home button. And it's an iPhone 8 for those wondering. So with that, I have had a proposal. If you see me in the streets, first say hi in a nice, generous way, please. Second, I give you permission to take this and throw it on the ground and then take a hammer and smash it. Because that's the only way that's going to motivate me to go get a phone, a new phone. Like, I need a phone, but I have one. But if this thing broke by accident or by a good friend taking a sledgehammer to it, I would have no choice but to upgrade. So let me know. I'm going to the Jake Paul fight this Saturday. I am very excited. I've watched every one of his fights. I find them wildly entertaining. And I'm excited one is in the place I am, in the area of which I live. For the economics, for those wondering, I paid $119 for a ticket, lower section, so the 100s. Here is the ticket map of the arena for the Jake Paul fight. I bought these tickets. I believe Jake Paul will win. I bet a decent amount of money on that result. And that is solely based on the fact that Anderson Silva is 47 years old. That's correct. A 47-year-old was favored against Jake when the odds first came out. Favored. It's Jake's own boxing company. Like, he's the promotion company. He signed the guy, and for some reason, Anderson Silva was favored. I jumped on that at plus 105. Now Jake is at minus 160. Still pretty good odds, if you ask me, but I'm not a financial advisor. I hope for a good fight. This past Sunday, I had my first ever experience in a stadium suite. For those who don't know what a stadium suite is, it's the row right above section 100, where it's like unlimited food, good view of the seating, private, etc. And I would like to thank my friend Carter Armendariz for bringing me. We went to the Panic at the Disco concert, and we got to attend in the Rocket Mortgage VIP suite. Shout out Rocket Mortgage. Shout out this experience. Shout out Carter. It was very cool. First, finding your seat is near impossible. You have to find your way to the suite level, but then we got to that level and the person was like, nope, you have to go around. But it was on that same floor. So then we walked around the whole stadium and just came back to her. And then she led us on the same level to a different person. It's like, you couldn't have done this the first time? Anyway, as we were walking around, I said a comment, these are the struggles of being rich and famous. So for those who have been through, not being able to find your seat when you're sitting suite level, I've been there. You know what I mean? So second is, you're feeling rich and famous when you're drinking none other but Dasani water. I believe that. I believe Dasani water is the best water in the game. This is not a brand deal. It very well could be. But there were Dasani water bottles at my leisure, and I had about 3 of them. I also had about 3 bathroom breaks. And yes, this is one of them from the stadium. You're correct. So that was number 2. And third was the food was fantastic. So we got there for the first performer. This first guy was putting on a show, personally, I thought. And he ended, and then one of the guys in the suite turns to me, he goes, I would highly recommend the chicken pot pie. Let me tell you, the chicken pot pie delivered. It was good chicken, good veggies. Oh, the crust. That's the best thing about a chicken pot pie is the crust. And the crust, I got a big scoop of the crust. Boom. Yeah, you kind of want at some point, you're like, I don't even want the pot pie. I just want, or I don't even want the pie. I want, what am I saying? I don't even want the chicken. I want the pot pie. And that's how I was feeling. That crust was nice. It was a good meal, hearty stuff, very cool, sweet experience. I made the joke too while taking a video that people in suites love to take videos from back in the suite because it shows they're in a suite. So I pulled on one of those and I will be posting that. Please look out and please know I was in a suite. Thank you. My final take for this week is how communication should go when meeting up with friends. Everyone would like meeting up with friends to go like, hey man, come meet me at this bar. And then boom, boom, boom. They just say yes. And then you're there and you already decided the time and place. But that's not how it goes. Personally, I think you should be able to meet up someone and be like, hey man, do you want to hang out? And they're like, kinda. And then you just kinda your way to hanging out. That's how it should go. Everyone has a good time in the end, but planning things isn't fun. So we need to normalize kind of our way into social events. No one's got time to be like, hey, 7 p.m. I got the reservation. Like, be there. It's like, no, like maybe. And you're like, yeah, maybe. And then you're like, oh, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the quick takes for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Please do me a favor. Do me a quick favor, would you? Like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Drew Pismo. You can follow me on TikTok at Drew Pismo. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great Halloween weekend, and I will see you next time. Peace.